Pleb Broadcasting Service.
Let me hit record real quick.
The fingerprints on your screen look like an entire landscape.
Shh, be quiet.
Well, you're not going to want to use this audio.
Shh. Starting.
Hey! Everyone's supposed to clap. Hey! Everyone clap and yell. Welcome to PBS Live. Pleb Lab, Austin, capital of Bitcoin of the world.
Today is the day, and it is.
Today is the first day of the rest day your life stacking.
The best day of my life stacking. And I'm stacking. You know where?
Yes.
You know where I'm stacking?
We don't have sponsors.
I'm stacking on Stacker News.
Okay. Kia.
I am.
But I mean,
it's
you
true.
don't want to admit that.
Why?
It's not a wallet.
Well, you don't know. I've been writing poems, man.
It's not a wallet.
Poems make
Don't
money.
give away the secret. But anyways, so what is PBS, Jenna?
Oh, PBS. We're
Right.
hanging out. We're having a great time. We get to talk. We ate some tacos. Here we are in the land of the free. That's PBS.
It's a live podcast we do about once a month.
Yep.
Ooh, this is weird. We hear an echo. I hear myself.
Yep. Hello.
Yeah.
Now we have to say important things because we're amplified.
Yeah. So what should we start with? What happened this week in Austin in Bitcoin? I don't think anything happened this week in Austin. There was no meetup this week. Was there not?
No, there was no meetup.
It
But
was-
there are there's Top Builder going on.
Yeah, that's like always a meetup. How did that go? Like what are people doing? I'm so out of the loop. I'm a horrible person.
We're cutting it down to 15 tomorrow.
Oh,
So-
the first cut is happening
Oh
tomorrow.
no.
Okay, so I didn't know if that already happened today. It's happening tomorrow.
BTC Retriever snuck into judge's video call to find out who it was.
Wow, BTC Retriever has the T right now. Nobody knows what the T is because I've been watching Drag Race actually. That's a confession I have.
Like car racing?
No, like
Are you been watching drag like monster trucks?
monster people.
Oh, the fucking tranny?
Yeah, and they talk about the T, so that's just on my mind.
Okay.
Is T for tranny or testosterone?
No, like tea is like you sip, like tea, like you're sipping tea and you're giving goss.
Oh, Gen Z terms.
Truth.
Gossiping.
Yeah.
Gossiping.
Well, spill the tea is talking about sipping tea. You ever see that meme of Kermit the Frog and he's like sipping tea, you know?
Yeah. No,
He's like, you didn't hear it from me,
No,
but
I go on a snowboarding trip with all my friends. We're all in our like mid to late 30s now, and we pulled up a list of the Gen Z words. Like what are so I think T was on there.
Okay.
What are the other Gen Z words?
bet.
Bussin', cap.
No cap.
No cap? What is this? This
No
is news
cap.
to me.
Yeah, it's or cap.
Cap or no cap?
No cap.
No cap is like for real.
Like gun.
Cap is lies. So no cap is
No lies.
Okay, Logan, we need to get you up here because you
Basically,
know
Gen
all
Z,
this.
what we're finding out is Gen Z is actually really interested in the truth. They want the tea, they want no cap,
no cap.
they want the truth.
Dead ass.
On God, they want the truth.
These are all brand new to me. Is this Gen Alpha?
You didn't read On God?
You know,
on
there's
the
a
list?
there's a new Gen. It's called Gen Alpha. They're the
No,
next
people say
generation.
that every other day, and you don't have to accept it.
Not in Pleb Lab. I've never heard that, but I only hang out with these.
Giving birth to kids.
Yeah. Okay, I guess they are. They're like 16 now, right? I'm just kidding. They're like you.
I'm the oldest Zoomer.
Okay.
So you are a Zoomer.
Logan is the oldest Zoomer. I would agree with that.
I'm the oldest Zoomer.
So is Alpha 26-year-olds?
Wait, I'm 28. What does that make me?
Gen Z?
Zoomer. You're Zoomer. The youngest millennial.
I think I am the youngest millennial. I think that's accurate, actually.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah.
The youngest millennial. Wait, do you guys know, this has nothing to do with PBS. Do you guys know the rapper Lil Dicky?
No.
Okay, great.
No.
I listened to a podcast he was on the other day, which was great.
Is he a big
And
one?
he said his second pick, so Lil Dicky is a great rap name, and he was talking about why he chose that. And then he was talking about his
Lil
second
Dick?
pick. Yeah, exactly. Because it's like why would I call my own Little, you know? And then like that's my rap name. So it's like this whole like just being funny, which he's a comedic rapper.
Oh.
But his like second pick for a rap name was Young Man.
Young man.
So somebody needs to take that and use it. Topher, maybe? Topher, would you rap?
Not under that name.
Okay. What name though?
I don't know. I have to think about it.
Okay.
I have to think of something cool.
Yeah. That's fair.
Maybe like bring back something from the 90s.
Okay, I love that. And something anime too.
Let's just bring back the 90s.
I'm fair. I'm down with that. What do you think your rap name would be?
Oh. Nah.
Zap Dog?
Nah. Just wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. I would just play guitar. I'd have a guitar, and it'd be like, this is not rap.
Okay, well, I think you have something to talk about that you did this week.
Machine Gun Kelly. I think I got a name. It's a
Okay.
little hard to say.
What's that?
Toastmaster Sats.
So I kind of like that.
Toastmaster Sats.
Toastmaster. It's like Toastmaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
That's nice. You could also, I think you could just be the professor. And that's kind of what I'm going to start calling you, actually.
There's already a professor though.
Oh, okay.
He's
But,
he's a guy he's a white dude.
Okay.
He's like extremely good at basketball.
yeah.
And so he goes to places like Venice Beach, to the street courts there, and he just embarrasses people.
Oh, and then he's like, you just got professed.
Professed.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
All right. So what, I mean, I guess some big stuff that happened was that Tucker Carlson interviewed Putin.
Yeah.
He kind of talked about the global reserve currency. It was probably the most interesting thing.
There's some stuff happening in the world.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was interesting. Like about an hour in, he just went through a bunch of history at the beginning. It was kind of boring. But in the middle, I think it's an hour and 17 minutes in, he talks about the global reserve currency and how the United States screwed that up big time.
Right. So saying like the US like kind of put their hat in, it's like, well, we are the global reserve currency, but then they like limited themselves. Like,
Well, no, we got
limited it.
super cocky, and then
Yeah.
we put sanctions on Russia, which
I
kind
mean, is he
of...
saying like you're implicating yourself in war now?
No. He literally said you guys had a good thing going with the global reserve currency. You screwed up
Yeah.
because you put sanctions on Russia,
Yeah.
which caused all these other countries to freak out. Like, hey, if the United States controls the reserve, maybe they can do that to me.
Yeah.
So they have the BRICS alliance. All the other nations kind of in the East are kind of have an alliance. As Bitcoiners, we don't care, and we saw this coming.
But you're
If anything, we're kind of like, oh, this is awesome.
yeah. But so like the downstream effect of like that type of alliance would just mean like global war.
No, it just
Right?
means there's not the U.S. dollar's losing its global reserve currency, which
Right,
something
which
else
would be
has to
violent.
replace it. And
Yeah.
the only thing that is money for enemies is Bitcoin, right? There's nothing else that's money for enemies. Nothing that exists
Yeah, I don't think they
where you can actually
I don't
trade
think they
easily.
know about
with.
it yet.
Oh, they know about it. They know.
Not the
about it.
enemies, but
Where Tucker got called out as a CIA asset like 3 times.
called
Yeah.
out by who?
Putin.
Oh.
To his face.
Oh. Wait, so what
Oh, you
was
made a meme?
I didn't watch this yet.
What
What
was
was
it?
like Putin's attitude
Pull it
during
up.
the whole thing, you think? Because I watched a clip and they were like kind of joking together.
Honestly, when I watched that whole interview,
Yeah.
it came off as Putin came off as an old man complaining about dealing with middle management at an evil mega corporation.
Well, that's literally what government is. That's literally what.
That was the entire interview.
Whoa.
Just complaining. He can't get somebody on the phone. They keep dropping his calls.
Yes.
Doing all
Wow.
this stupid shit on the other side.
I think the TLDR is fiat ruins everything, even the government. Like,
Even the government's evil plans, hopefully.
This is my take on the interview.
Okay.
Only 30 seconds or 1 minute to give you a short reference to history for giving you a little historical background.
Please. Вот смотрите. С чего мне кажется,
You just went to the Big Bang Theory.
That was a meme.
That's a cool thing.
Oh man. Wait, was that actual Putin's real voice?
No, somebody was translating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
It was a pretty good translation. Like I saw the Malay like translation where they translated into English, but in his own voice with that "Hey AI" whatever that thing was.
Did you hear
That was
all
really
the,
good.
signal coughing that they were doing?
Signal coughing.
Oh, is that what they're doing?
Just signaling to each other. Yeah, they were doing it the entire time.
Both of them? When you say it.
You can't tell what side it's coming from. People were doing like
Like, don't talk about that.
the whole
You know
time.
it's like both intelligence agencies talking to each other right there through a
Yeah.
Like that's all it really is.
Well, I haven't watched the interview yet, but I did listen to, like, Tucker Carlson had this, like, 3-minute explanation of, like, why I'm going to talk to Putin.
Yeah, that was good.
I thought that was good,
Like
yeah.
why he did. I mean, it's journalism. You should be able to
Right.
like. We've interviewed every terrorist in history. Like Osama bin Laden got
Yeah,
interviewed.
you just
like,
want to hear
everybody.
from them, like, you want that information. You want to
Oh,
know
yeah.
what's going on in their mind.
Yeah.
Like, that's helpful.
Yeah.
Helpful information should be free. And also, it makes me think Tucker Carlson is strong. He's a patriot and he's strong.
Patriot.
He's got strong values.
Patriot.
And I appreciate it.
I don't think it worked.
What?
See that first button up there is Patriot.
Oh, we actually have a button.
Yeah, it's not plugged in.
Oh, it's not plugged in. Do you,
I mean,
do you
I
use that for
I don't
acronyms?
like saying the word patriot, honestly, but you guys like it, so let's go.
I mean, but do you know that like a lot of people don't even know the history of what patriot means? It was
What's his
during
name?
I mean, it was just the Revolutionary War. You were either a loyalist or a
The
patriot.
guy that was on the horse and he came riding
Yeah,
around
Paul
at night.
Revere.
Yeah.
I mean, but there was a lot of Paul Revere's. He's just the most popular. But it's just somebody who supported freedom in America. And then even family members had, like the mom was maybe a patriot and the dad was maybe a loyalist. He like wanted, Britain, and he's still like, yeah, let's pay taxes to the king. Like
Well,
I
and
still
I think-
identify with the king. Like,
Yeah,
like-
and I think that's a fear kind of response because it's like if we have to make this whole thing, so like we're in a new world and now we have to like build infrastructure, but we could just lean on the old one. I think that's probably where the
Well, but it was.
it's not good.
I mean, you came over here for a couple hundred years, right, before 1776 happened.
Yeah.
So I mean, these
was already in
people
existence.
were like their own people, right? Some people were like, yeah, we still should be a little bit loyal to Britain, but I mean, by then,
Because some
Americans
resources
were
came from
Americans.
Britain.
We were pretty sovereign at that point, extremely sovereign.
Yeah. I agree. What was the guy? There's a guy who wrote this pamphlet called Common Sense. Thomas Paine. You ever read that? You know about that?
Yeah. It's been a while.
Thomas Paine wrote Common Sense, and that was just a pamphlet to go around that like made people like kind of understand why they should like care that America should be free.
Yeah. And then the Federalist Papers were just NIMS, but it was kind of propaganda to centralize everything, in my opinion. So I'm more of an Articles of Confederacy kind of guy. Keep it separated. Keep them separated.
Oh.
Keep them separate. I know. Offspring.
Okay, here's something that will tie us back to Bitcoin stuff. Doesn't Fediment make you think of federalism?
No, I mean it's a federation. I mean it's kind of when it's like Fediment, but federation.
They're federated, so it's this. No, not Fed. I just mean like the idea of like sovereign like groups that like decide about like how things should be allocated. I mean that's
Should
basically
be
it.
more of a confederation.
What's the difference? They're just united.
It's like separate sovereignty.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, should we get some?
Anyways, let's talk to Lisa.
Yeah, let's get Lisa up here. Bitcoin plus is coming up. You're showing the Argentina one, right?
Yo, what's going on? Is there like a camera here? Or am I like on?
Right there. Get up on
I'm a
stage.
snack. Yo, how's it going?
Nifty in the house. So I want to hear about Argentina and Bitcoin plus.
Buenos Aires. Bienvenido a Buenos Aires.
Did you get
gente.
Malay?
No, I did not get Malay.
He's gonna show up. He's gonna be a secret guest.
I do have like some contact info for his like someone in his administration. I'm gonna try and get them to come.
But
so.
honestly, like he needs somebody to come to learn.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Like literally, if he did, somebody has to come.
This is a great rumor that I do not want to get started.
Malay, come. We know Malay watches PBS.
Just say he canceled at the last minute.
Yeah.
That's what Bukele did to adopting Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Confirms. Malay is coming to Bitcoin Plus.
Confirmed today, breaking news. Malay's coming to Bitcoin plus plus Argentina.
I don't know how much trouble I would get in for that, but we could try it. You know, if you guys wanna.
But I mean,
yeah.
I know he
I
got
cannot
rid of.
confirm nor deny that Malay is or is not coming to Bitcoin plus plus.
But he got rid of a lot of the government, so there's not a lot of workers there. But
There is like, so his Department of State lady, I think that's what her job is. She put out a statement like 2 months ago about how now in Buenos Aires, it used to be you could only settle a debt using Argentine pesos.
yeah, I can use.
And I use Bitcoin, you can use dollars. Like they expanded it, so it's like it doesn't have to be just Argentine pesos. I can give you Bitcoin now. So
what?
I'm gonna try and get her to come.
So was it any currency, or is it just those specifically Bitcoin, U.S. dollars?
I have to go
pesos?
look up the written command thing, but I was talking to a friend about.
Does that mean the state of Argentina or the country of Argentina will accept it for tax liability?
I think so. I don't know.
Oh, why wouldn't you? A government getting Bitcoin? Hell
I
yeah!
can't see why they would say no to that. Maybe that's, I don't understand their mentality. You know.
So what's the status of the planning and everything? You got the place booked.
Place is
got
booked and
tickets
paid
sold.
for. Tickets are selling. We still got a couple more tickets we're trying to get sold.
What's the?
We got the agenda plan.
Are
We're
prices
working
going
on,
up every month?
Yeah, I think the prices have hit escape velocity, so to speak. I don't think they're going to get any more expensive, but.
So do you know like the person traveling the furthest distance? Is there anyone from Australia coming or anything across the world?
I don't think so. I was trying to talk someone to come from Amsterdam. They bailed because it was too far. So I don't know exactly. But we definitely have some people flying in. I'm so bad at specifics. Yeah, there's people coming. It's going to be great.
What's the agenda for Argentina?
Yeah.
Did you try to like have it be with kind of freedom and government and like debt and central?
No, it's a dev conference, yo. It's all
Yeah, well,
dev
I mean,
shit.
but like, is there any tie into what the country did?
No.
Nothing. Okay.
No. Other than no.
So what's the topic? Or
The
is there not?
topic is payments.
Payments. Okay.
Which
Well,
is why
that's
this
perfect. I mean,
lady-
so that's perfect. Yeah.
It's perfect, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and see if this lady wants to. Lady. I don't know what to call her. Department lady wants to come. So I need to extend an invite to her.
She already reached out, or you reached out?
No,
to her?
I have contact info though.
Oh, nice.
For her scheduler.
Yeah.
So I'm like reach out to her scheduler and be like, does she want to come? We'd love to have her.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think if you were to like talk your conference up. The last conferences, I mean, stuff came out of it in Bitcoin. Stuff in Bitcoin was built that came out of Bitcoin plus.
Yeah.
So she could be like, hey, if you come, this could be like innovation for your country, right? Like you guys are on the forefront of this. A company could spawn out of this, an Argentinian company.
A bunch of people are in Buenos Aires now. They're like, Lisa, when are you coming? I'm like, not until next week. But there's some people from Prague that went. So like a couple of the guys from Satoshi Labs are there. They're going to be there for the conference. Like so many Bitcoiners are now going to Buenos Aires and like want to go to Buenos Aires because they want to check out what's happening and be supportive.
Yeah. Pleb Lab Buenos Aires 2025.
Let's go, yeah.
Let's go, Car.
I think Ben Woolsey is down there. He's a community member here in Austin. I think he's down there checking out spaces. Like he thinks it's
Oh, is he actually like down there scouting stuff?
Yeah, I think so.
For his Citadel.
Yeah. I mean, I know he's down there for like a month, so he'll be at the conference talking about NFC stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be streaming it, Nikki, or is it gonna?
I don't think I'm not making any streaming promises.
Okay.
Just use an iPhone.
I've got all the equipment and stuff, so I'm gonna have all my stuff. Like our cameras can do like the live streaming stuff, but we're not. I don't think. We're definitely gonna be recording because that's easy. The other thing is like the live stream stuff. I feel like you get a lot more. I feel like the real value is like later when you take the videos and you chop them up afterwards, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And like turn it into content you can like trickle out over the next few months and lead up to the next conference.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's super good. So what are all the speakers? Like what is like what would you say is the big keynotes? I know there's not keynotes or anything, but what would you
I know,
say?
I'm
is
so bad at this.
What is the big topic or like the person presenting?
I was like, it's all devs, I don't know. I'm really excited the Bolts guys are gonna be there.
Oh yeah, I love bolts.
good to hear about how they're doing swaps. They think their swap service really took off as fees started going
I'm a
up.
user of that.
Yeah,
Big time.
like, yeah.
I
so
dug
I'm
into that
excited
code.
about meeting the Bolts people.
Yeah, there's
the
really. I think it's
Amboss.
like 2 guys still.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
they're
I
bigger
think
now.
they're both gonna come, so they might be the ones coming farthest for the conference.
Yeah,
honestly.
that'll be interesting. I definitely want you to record that session. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like,
That one's
even
gonna be
if it's an
great.
iPhone recording.
I think Francisco Calderon is like a huge, like he's a hugely successful and great dev that I just don't think he has really good name brand recognition outside of Latin America. So I'm really excited about him coming. He's gonna talk
Yeah.
and a workshop. He's building this. He started something called LNP2P bot like a couple
Yep.
years ago, and he's currently taking that. It used to work on Telegram. He's moving the whole project to Noster. So he's building something called Mostro. So you can use Mostro. You can use Noster or something as the underlying protocol to. Nick, what's wrong with Noster?
What do you think of Noster? Is it the greatest technology ever?
Noster sucks.
Just a great technology.
Noster sucks.
Wait, we also have Sergio Lerner from Rootstock who's going to be there, talking
Oh,
about.
wow. Is Barack going to be there?
I don't think so. No.
Is Barack going to be in this one?
I hope so. Yeah.
Because, I mean, he
I haven't
would
invited
be
him yet,
natural to talk about covenants because he probably needs it for his ARC thing.
He would be. Yeah, I need to make sure he's on the schedule.
It's pretty important to his project.
I've heard this. Yeah.
What is the do you have any update on ARC? Well, I haven't been paying a lot of attention, but are they just in builder
I
mode?
did too. I don't know. I can check
I
in.
sent him a message. He hasn't responded back to that already.
So he's just on a beach building, or did the Turkish
Okay.
government get him?
The last message I sent him was on. Hang on.
Maybe Super knows.
Oh, him and Super are building something in secret, probably. Or I want to see Super. Oh, actually, did Super debate that
Super Tough
guy?
down there. I don't know if he's coming to Big.
No, there was a big
Plus.
debate going on with Super.
It got canceled.
Oh, okay.
Because the guy's a scammer, the other guy. Or he's not a scammer.
Technical difficulties.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, what was the debate?
So basically, you know how Super's been working on BitVM, right?
Yeah.
So there's this, basically it looked really shitcoiny. It was, I think, posted on Stacker News where they claimed to do something. Do you know what they claimed to do? Like, it's something way over my head.
No, I don't remember what their claims were. They were quite outrageous.
But it was something that like Super and Robin Linus and these dudes have been working on forever.
Yeah.
And then some shitcoiner with no code, no GitHub commit, nobody who was working on this day to day, like Robin or Super, was familiar with their work, and they claimed to do something that's like the holy grail of.
Oh, the
Like, what is that?
Citria.
Yeah, like.
They came out and said that they had done like some sort of zero knowledge proof sidechain implement like circuit on BitVM, I think.
Or was like their own
Merlin
version.
chain? Is that Merlin chain shit one?
Or I don't know. I think it's different.
But it was a very they put it out like it was like a shitcoiner would market some shit like no code, like a Bitcoiner would write code and it'd be shitty and they'd show it to your other friend and they'd be like, your code sucks, and then you'd fix it. Eventually it'd be something that
Yeah.
you don't ever market it until like way
We need a super
far beyond.
I think we need a super tech.
So Super was calling him out. He's like, I don't believe you. He's like, you know.
I would love to see super just debate anything.
Yeah.
Like why wear sandals?
Yeah. Why no? Why socks and sandals? Why socks and sandals are better than no socks
No,
and
I
sandals?
offered to, I offered, so I was joking around that for PlebLab, we should have done, like, I wanted to do, like, a Christmas wish list for PlebLab. You know, like, coffee, I don't know, sticker or something. I
Yeah.
was joking we should get, ask for socks for Super.
Oh no, he's turned them down.
He
before.
turned it down hard. He was just like, I don't
What-
need new socks.
Well,
I'm
don't you
like,
remember?
"Dude,
Don't
it's
you remember? I think
it's a joke. We need stuff to put on the Christmas list. Super, like,
Well, I think at Bitcoin Plus, remember the guy was selling socks at the first one? I
Yeah.
think somebody bought socks and gave him to Super, and he's like, no, I can't accept it. And he had a
He
huge
did that.
hole in
I
his
saw
sock.
this. Yes. This is I'm on the. How do we get? This feels like such a particularly femme perspective on what PlebLab needs. Is like Super's got holes in his socks. We need to get that man new socks. Like
No,
Maybe
then
that's his debate is like
why holy socks? Yeah,
because he's holy.
closer to God that way. I don't know.
Feel him with your raw toe.
Toe reach out and tickle it. Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, no, I'm stoked about Bitcoin plus plus.
Me too. Also, like, so Bitcoin plus plus.
How are you doing
Buenos
like 2
Aires.
events in like 2 months?
Yeah. Buenos
basically?
Aires is happening in 2 weeks. It's gonna be super fun. I am so excited about getting to come down and meet like the entire I've heard the dev ecosystem in Argentina is just one of the best. And like I have no idea. I'm gonna go down. I'm doing some this is first-hand research. What? Why? Jim thinks he knows. Jim knows why.
I don't know. I don't know all the reasons, but if you read that book, Digital Gold by Nathaniel Popper, he talks about how just the fact that inflation's so bad there, it kind of motivates people behind the mission.
To figure out how to get new money or something?
Yeah, and there was a guy that was like a huge like billionaire in Argentina that got out, went to Silicon Valley, so there's kind of like a pipeline there from my understanding. I mean, there's probably 100 other reasons why, but it seems like there's a lot
they
of
used to be super rich
historical,
with oil,
historical.
they're still rich with oil. It just got all stolen by the government.
That's interesting. Yeah, but I am legitimately thrilled to be down there and getting to like meet and hang out with.
Is it
great
going
people.
to be in English or what language?
Most of it's going to be in English. I feel a little bad about that, but most of my speakers speak English, so YOLO. It's okay. I speak Spanish though, so it'll be.
Hola.
Also, my talks will also be in English.
How do you say Bitcoin rules in Spanish?
Vive el Bitcoin.
Do they call Bitcoin? so what is I mean, if you were to translate Bitcoin verbatim, not like just Bitcoin the brand, but like what is Bitcoin in Spanish?
Does Bitcoin translate?
Or what is
Moneda digital.
Okay, but nobody calls it that.
No.
They call it Bitcoin.
Yeah. Also, like no one calls lightning. You can say res, or you could say relámpago. Which is my favorite word. I love that. Relámpago is like one of my favorite words.
Nice.
Like, anyways, it also means lightning. Who says? You know how they say like lightning network in Spanish? No, they say lightning. They say they just say lightning. There's like lightning. Lightning or
it's
something.
Funny when it's like really fast and you don't understand shit, but then you understand Bitcoin.
Yeah, Bitcoin.
We get it Bitcoin.
I don't know. I mean, yeah. I don't think so. We reached out. I did reach out to them, but sometimes it's hard to get in touch with the right person at different organizations. But they were definitely on our list of people that we invited or tried to make contact with.
I thought they were Guatemalan. Are they Argentinian?
No, they're not. But they kind of cover the LATAM and like African markets and stuff. Yeah.
They have a good like production of like podcasts too.
Oh, that's good to know.
Is Dusty going down there talking about splicing or anything good?
Yeah, he's on the schedule. He'll be down there just splicing. He's been working on some really cool stuff on like the interface for splicing. So like if you want to be able to like, okay, so you've got like 10 channels and you want to do a splice that like takes 3 of them and moves like half your Bitcoin into the other 4 and closes one and like does like a complicated thing.
To build a UI on Umbrel, the Umbrel app that I like.
Yeah, but he's gonna make it so you can kind of do a cool drag and droppy thing and build like a little like a set. Like, hey, I want to move my Bitcoin like this in one transaction, and I'll just do it.
Is Dusty? I'm assuming he's a jack of all trades because I've seen his PowerPoint decks and they look beautiful. So I think he can design too, right? He can fly a plane now.
Dusty of all trades, but yeah, you know.
Dusty's like the most interesting man. Like
he is.
Like,
he legitimately is. Like his guy is like
Or like the Great
Gatsby.
Gatsby.
He like drives boats. He's a boat captain. He's
yeah,
got,
I mean,
like, a
isn't that
sailboat.
like the Great Gatsby with Leonardo DiCaprio? At least the movie.
He is the Renaissance. Yeah, he's the Renaissance.
What if they write books
I gave him a
about
coffee
us?
maker that was broken and he fixed it. No, like.
He's also really funny, dude. Like,
tell jokes. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure his place has like shag carpet. like, it was just cool as shit. It's like, he has shag carpet.
Nick's dazzled by shag carpet. No,
Fun
all right.
It's cool.
It's cool. But we're going to have, so Bitcoin Plus Plus is like, you know, this spring is probably the busiest time for me this year because we're going to do another one in Austin in May, first week in May, which I'm really excited about.
Same spot as last year?
Same spot as last year. We're not changing it. Yeah. It was a great venue, though.
it was amazing.
Right? Like, and there's the park right there. Yeah.
And we're doing, that one's the topic of that is covenants.
Bitcoin scripts, technically.
Scripts, but it's all covenants.
All covenants, yeah. Cause like.
So are you gonna have the main person for each proposal or somebody who's
trying,
well
man.
involved?
I'm trying.
What, James O'Byrnes?
James O'Byrnes told me no, so I
Just because he doesn't like to
him.
speak in public?
I don't know. I think it's because he's like I can't travel. He's got like a new kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, totally fair.
Well, but he's got to have a cheerleader that loves his proposal, right? That'll probably do it for him.
I feel like I'm trying to like. Usually when people like are like I can't come, I'll be like, okay, who else should I ask? I can't either. I didn't ask or maybe they didn't tell me. So I need to figure out if anyone has suggestions of op vault people. James, if you're listening, I need an op vault person.
Jeremy?
I messaged him. He hasn't given me a definitive yes or no. So I have reached out.
Because I mean, those are the big ones. What is the biggest one? The biggest covenant?
I think when you say biggest, like CTV is definitely kind of the OG at this point, right?
Yeah, and that was Ruben, right, Jeremy?
That's a Ruben project, yeah. I mean, it's also like Rusty Russell's coming. He's been thinking a lot about covenant stuff. Yeah, Rusty's coming.
That's awesome.
I know, this is the first conference he's coming to that's not like a Lightning Spec conference, I want to say in like 5 years, so.
But I mean, this is the Lightning conference. Like, what else is more lightning than this conference?
I mean, that's a great question. I don't know. Wait, Robin Linus is coming. Super Testnet's coming.
Yeah.
Rindale's coming. I'm so excited. Rindale, I don't think has ever like come to a conference, but I think I'm gonna get him to come.
I just know his Twitter picture.
He's gonna be the OpCat guy. I've decided. I don't know what opcode team Robin Linus is on. Yeah, maybe I should like ask all the speakers to like put out which opcodes they want to like.
They want to like shill or support.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like even debate like why is this one better? So do you think it's like how is it set up? Like he's gonna talk about OpCap for an hour and then he's gonna talk about CTV and then they're gonna like maybe debate.
I mean, so Bitcoin Plus is also usually have like a hackathon attached to it, right? So like I kind of wanted to make sure that like for the hackathon we had like my ideal conference.
MutinyNet could support anything, right?
Yeah, I think so. I need to double check. But my ideal conference is that we have like the network, like a good kind of thing set up and make it easy for people to like, and basically be like, okay, everyone's got to build something with a covenant opcode thing.
Yeah.
All right, ready, set, go. You got 2 days.
If you have like a replit set up to a MutinyNet,
exactly.
so even if like you can just click a button and just you're ready to go Bitcoin script.
Exactly. So everyone's gonna do some Bitcoin, like I don't know, whatever, and we kind of maybe have some like project ideas already baked ahead of time, and just get everyone to like get their hands on and touch them. That would be like the golden dream. I don't know if we'll actually make that happen.
Well, I'm excited because this is cool. Because the first one, I mean, everyone was kind of doing their own talks, but like then you started to do the topic-based stuff with the layer cakes and this, and then this is like pretty even more laser focused on Bitcoin script opcodes, kind of specifically covenant, so it'll be interesting.
Well, yeah, we're gonna try and have Christian Lua come talk about simplicity from Blockstream. I think Sandcat's coming to talk. He worked on simplicity for a long time too, so hopefully it'll be just everyone who's been building script stuff.
We got our very own Topher here.
Oh wait,
are you speaking? Because like I feel like BitEscrows, you do a lot of stuff with Bitcoin script.
I do.
You should.
I abuse it pretty heavily.
You abuse it? You should. That should be your talk. How to abuse Bitcoin script.
Yeah, use and abuse of stuff. We also have. There's an opcode proposal that I don't think gets enough playtime that's coming. It's gonna be Salvatore of Matt, which is Merkleize all the things. I don't know if you guys heard of this one. Exactly. Yeah. So it's like a cool way of doing. And Johan from NIDIG.
What is the use case first? Like, what is the use case?
Where I think it's just like a different way of doing something that CTV does, except use Merkle roots instead of hashes. I think. This is where I'm like, I don't know. These guys, I invited them to come.
But like, what is the practical? I'm a retard use case.
So Johan's been using it. Yeah. So Johan's been, I think, doing kind of some of the most interesting work with it, trying to make it such that you can do HTLCs in a less transaction-intensive manner. You just roll them up into a Merkle root.
Scalability.
Yeah, it's a scalability thing for Lightning, definitely. But I think it's like it's scaling Lightning at a place in the protocol that I think is actually really like cool. That is a really cool place, which is in the HTLC rollout stuff. So yeah. Okay. So there's lots of new opcodes. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be here in town. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But it'd be kind of fun to have like one chain where they're all activated, right?
And then we just like break everything. Bitcoin
Yeah.
our mutiny net just
I
falls
could just,
down.
I mean, we
Somebody
could set
hacks
up.
it.
Yeah, we can like fork mutiny or like make sure some network, or we could set up. We could like fork mutiny.
No,
and
we
make
need to. We'll
mutiny
fork
clone.
Mutiny Net, but we're gonna name it our own thing. What is the name of this?
Pleb chain,
No, I mean it's like kind of like
future chain.
we're trying to fuck everything up with
Basenet.
covenants, like CovyNet.
They have CTV on Mutiny.
Promise net.
They have CTV on Mutiny.
But I feel like we're gonna break stuff badly. That enough people using Mutiny Net. We probably don't want to break Mutiny Net.
We're just gonna merge all the PRs and ship it. It'll be fine. Like.
I guess maybe it's good that a lot of people kind of use Mutiny Net if you throw all this experimental stuff and we do break it.
Well, that's why you would set up like a new signet chain that just has everything active on it, and we only use it for the conference, and then we can throw it away after.
Well, no,
and,
we
like,
keep it up.
We keep it up
keep it
forever.
up.
Yeah. But that way you like don't have to worry
Like
about
Topher was joking, maybe one day like Mutiny Net just gets so popular and they have everything, all the features we want, and it's too hard to soft fork regular Bitcoin. Mutiny Net just becomes we get proof of work in there and we rip out the
I feel like they picked the right name for that one, you know?
it's
Like,
just mutiny happens. It's serendipitous.
Board the ship.
It's like it sells itself, and then you're like, "What are we doing? We're having a mutiny."
Yeah.
Like, where are you doing it on Mutiny Net? Like, where
Yeah.
else would you be?
And then like
hosting
Tony
the
and Ben and
mutiny?
Paul are just like lords because they have all that frickin' Mutiny Net coin.
So
Mutiny
there's a
coin.
date coming out.
There's a what
It's
coming
the
up?
date that MutiNet surpasses the Bitcoin blockchain in terms of block count.
We should throw a
Already?
party.
Yeah, but this is a side
It's just
effect
gonna be like
of
the
30
flippin'?
second blocks, though, right?
30
It's like well, because like the blocks come every 30 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So at some point you have more
They almost
data.
caught up.
I wonder how many gigabytes their chain is.
Yeah, I was gonna say the real one is at what point does the gig?
Pronounce it? It's 824.378.
824.378.
The lunar, the eclipse, the mutiny eclipse.
829. Oh, it's coming up soon.
They're all gonna be, they're not gonna be here to celebrate, I think.
Yeah, they're Madeira. Madeira. Speaking of Madeira, there's a conference coming up there soon.
So many conferences.
Dude, it's conference, not even season. It's conference forever.
I'm at the point where like I'm
Eternal
only gonna go to
conference.
the Austin conferences.
Great. This
'Cause
is
there's
why we do
enough of them.
Bitcoin plus plus here, so
Yeah.
all the Bitcoiners in Austin don't have to go anywhere.
I did love TabCon though. That was fun.
TabConf is
That was-
always a
that was
great
my
time.
First
I think.
one. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Always a great conference. They're gonna be in October. They do it in October. I feel like we're the spring conference or like the fall conference.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
The US.
It's a good split
It's a
because you
great
have enough
split.
time between like the technical conferences to like learn stuff. So when you go to the new one, you have more ammo
Yeah.
to do stuff.
They throw a mean conference. Yeah.
Cool. Any last thoughts or shills on Bitcoin plus plus Argentina?
Come down. I don't know. It should be good.
I noted out on Nostra that Hillary's coming.
Come see Malay in Buenos Aires.
Malay is coming.
Also come to Bitcoin plus plus. They may or may not be able to do the same thing at the same place, but we'll all be in Buenos Aires at the same time, I think, which is, yeah. Great. All right, cool. Thanks for having me on.
All right.
Happy Friday, y'all.
I'm sick of talking. Does anyone else want to talk, or should we just wrap up the wrapping paper? How about the dogs?
I have nothing to talk
Topher.
We were too busy like doing the math on when Mutiny's gonna take over the Bitcoin blockchain.
Should we talk about going to the border?
Yeah, you want to talk about that?
Raging. We did a road trip down to Eagles Pass. It's actually really close. It's on. Yeah.
Yeah.
We road trip. It's only 230 miles away. The border's really close. It's not, that, far away, like at all. Like you could walk 230 miles in a couple
Like
days.
4.5 hours.
Yeah. We formed a human chain. No, we went to a private ranch and it was just like a camping. It was like a party with just a bunch of patriots.
Yeah, just hung out.
Yeah.
So why were they there?
Just to hang
Same
out.
thing. Yeah. That isn't even what it was about. Yeah, it was about. I mean, for me personally, it was about Texas sovereignty to make sure the big bully federal government can't bully us around. You know, like Texas has a history of.
So it's just making your presence known.
Yeah, just to be like, people care about Texas
rally.
sovereignty, right? And we have the right to protect our border via our Constitution, which it says it blatantly in there. Yeah.
Did you meet some cool people?
Yeah, yeah. There
We
was
did.
yeah. I mean, our friend Sean from Austin. He's got a
Free Texas Media.
citizen journalism, so kind of like a Rebel News. It's not that big. He literally just started it 10 days ago, but he's just doing citizen journalism, just going out on the streets, interviewing people, getting the real story. Yeah, just very pleb news. So it's called Free Texas News.
Do you remember who we were bunking with? That was next door to us.
Oh yeah, we met this cool dude who came down from Illinois, truck driver, like extremely smart. Like the dude was smart as hell. He was like 24, truck driver from rural Illinois, and he knew, like, he wasn't like a Bitcoiner, but he surprisingly knew about 1971 and getting off the gold standard, and like, no, he wasn't even a gold. He's too young. He's so young, but I think Topher's like, oh yeah, because he's driving a truck for 14-hour shifts. He's probably listening to podcasts and just extremely educated. So I mean, these
It's a lot of free time.
Yeah, these truck drivers, they see the entire landscape of the United States. They see the different cities and what's going on. They listen to podcasts. They get educated. They're ripe for Bitcoin orange pilling. Especially the Canadian.
Well, Sean was busy running around orange pilling every person in sight.
Yeah, he got a few people.
Not really.
Yeah, not really. We're pretty much just sitting in the tent eating,
just hanging out,
sausage,
enjoying the festival.
We got a lot of meat from the store. We had to cook up because we were just there for a day. But yeah, it was cool. They had a stage. They did. I mean, it was kind of like a Christian event. So it was like, they didn't want you to bring like alcohol. We were like sneaking beers in the tent. We weren't supposed to have alcohol there because it's like a family fun thing. They didn't want like the riffraff to come because it'd be like bad press.
Yeah.
But it was, I mean, it was like just a bunch of music. And
Did you meet like the owner of that ranch?
Yeah,
we
he
did.
came up to us.
I think it was a flat
It's not a
earther.
big ranch. It's only 10 acres. Yeah, we met a guy who's a flat earther. It was hilarious.
Yeah. He's doing Bigfoot research.
Like, it was like midnight or 1, and we were in a circle just talking, was bullshitting, whatever. And this guy comes up to us, just started spewing shit. And he, like, one point he's definitely going with, yeah, the earth has to be flat because the airplane goes over the horizon, but then you take a camera and you zoom in, you can still see it. It made no sense. But then I'm like, dude, I got some, I'm like, all right, man, you want a concrete example of the earth not being flat? I'm like, I'm from Michigan, and you can't see over Lake Michigan. It goes forever. And Chicago's on the other side because I've lived in Chicago. I know it's there. And you can see it like one day a year when the sun and clouds and everything is just right. There's a refraction off the lake where you can see the big 300-foot towers in Chicago. So it's like, yeah, what is that called? No, I mean like the Hancock and the Sears Tower building and all those. But I told him, I'm like, obviously the earth is round because I can't see across it on most days, but the refraction of the light, you can see it. So I know it's there. It's beyond the horizon.
You can perform the measurement yourself.
So I think I can blew his mind. I think I changed the flat earther's mind.
No, I don't think you changed his mind.
No.
Even his like reason was still a hypothesis. Like, had he even taken that picture?
Yeah, I think that was kind of his point. Was like, don't trust, verify, which I probably like. We should have told him about Bitcoin. Like, oh yeah, that's like the motto of Bitcoin. Don't trust, verify. Like, how do you know that dollar bill is real in your pocket? Like,
Bigfoot uses Bitcoin to stay anonymous. Did you know that?
Yeah.
What did you see like at the border though? Did you actually see anything?
We didn't actually even go to the border. We drove by the Rio Grande and I mean, you're not going to see like a bunch of people crossing the border.
Yeah, it's all private property between the roads that are closest to the border and the border itself, the Rio Grande. It's all private property in between.
Yeah,
so.
and they have a dirt road that goes all across it for the border patrol to drive up and down. So there's almost like a highway that goes along the border for the border patrol to drive back and forth.
So do all those people that own that property like know the border patrol pretty well?
I would assume so.
I mean,
yeah, because if there's anybody hopping the border, they're crossing through private property to do it.
Yeah, but the whole thing is kind of like a charade of like politics, because yeah, they have razor wire at Eagle Pass, but like half a mile down, it's a wide open fence. And like I've been watching podcasts about this, like independent guys going down there, doing ride-alongs with sheriffs. Like you go to the border where there's a big hole and you see like 1,000 passports in different countries just ripped up because they go to the border, they make it there, and then they get rid of all their crap, so they come in as like NIMS basically. They're all coming over.
They
as
dump
Satoshi.
all their stuff.
They're all coming over to Satoshi Nakamoto, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because then.
What'd you think of
free
the
shit. Exactly?
What'd you think of the media frenzy? All the news crews that showed up.
It was funny because most of the people were like citizen journalists, like everyone was their own, but there was some,
there was a lot.
There was like they claimed to be NBC, but we later found out they were MSNBC.
Yeah.
So, like, but we could tell because it was like somebody who didn't fit in, and then a guy who looked like a Fed, like kind of like the bodyguard. And
what was it like to see the fake news in action?
Oh, and then we saw the fake news who like just spun the story incorrectly.
Yeah.
Because we saw her interviewing. Well, I mean, that we don't need to because Sean has the entire event documented on his independent news channel. So, yeah.
Well, you
It's
don't know
already
the
on
story
Twitter.
that they're spinning until the editing is put in place.
Yeah.
So they really just show up for the backdrop.
Yeah.
And then they'll interview somebody and they'll know what questions to
Yeah.
ask. They'll ask leading questions
And I
to
mean,
get
they're not
key
like
phrases that they want
dicks.
to edit later.
Like the lady was really nice.
Yeah.
Like she's like,
Oh,
what
yeah,
you guys
they'll
doing?"
kill you with kindness.
Yeah, they'll kill you with kindness, but then they'll split your words. Right? Which is fine because we have the full footage. So if they split your words and make you look like an idiot.
Did you see all the crazies out front that they wouldn't let in the compound?
Oh yeah, there was some like Westboro Baptist Church people. Yeah, with signs that are like
And a bullhorn.
Yeah, like you're going to hell, you homo.
Oh, there was competing bullhorns too.
Yeah.
Somebody had a bullhorn with a siren.
Well,
They
no,
were trying to drown
that
out
guy
the
was
other
trying
guy.
to drown him out. Yeah, it was a little bit of chaos, but it was also like, yeah, these guys were hired by Antifa or something ridiculous to make the peaceful crew look like idiots because, they target on that one guy in the front and the sign. But what the real story was what was going on the ranch because they didn't let those people in. They looked like idiots. So.
See the guy in the Batman costume?
No, I actually didn't.
Oh man, there was a whole cast of characters outside.
Batman.
They wouldn't let in. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, this is a whole circus outside.
Yeah.
You guys didn't get interviewed, did you?
We could have,
Did we
but
get interviewed?
She asked us. I'm like, no. Like you should
I
talk
didn't
to
wanna get
Sean.
interviewed.
Like he's the
Yeah.
guy with the media company. You should talk to him. So
Yeah, they're just gonna chop up your words and make you look bad.
there
It's
was
not worth it.
200 or 300 people in the convoy from Dripping Springs to Eagles Path. Apparently in Dripping Springs, Ted Nugent came out, like Sarah Palin, like there was like a concert. We're joking Kid Rock's gonna show up and like shoot a bunch of Bud Light cans or something, but it was 200 or 300 people in the convoy. Sean said they went through Uvalde and it was like 8 at night and like there's just a ton of people out and he said it was like pretty emotional. I think he said he cried a little bit.
Oh yeah, I think the real
Patriots.
I think the real scene was the convoy itself because all the towns that they moved through,
the small towns gave
the
a shit.
small towns,
Yeah,
like they organized all the roads to be closed, all the intersections to be freed up, so that they could just move through the town.
And it was a
people came
parade. It
out.
was a parade for
Yeah,
them,
it was like
right?
a parade at each stop. I don't know what you would like. I guess that would be similar to like if you had the Olympics and they're like
Yeah.
carrying the torch.
Yeah.
It's something like that.
It was like a Texas sovereignty parade.
I think it's just everybody showing their solidarity
it was
to what's going on.
It was just this organization called We the People, right? So 1776, like Patriot type people. I think they're kind of a church organization. But they're not even from Texas. I think they're from somewhere out East Coast. But they organized the convoy. But it was always, the point was to go to the ranch and just go to a private ranch and then just have their little, I guess a rally. You can call it a rally, I guess. Like
It was a rally.
Yeah, it was a rally. There was a lot of Trump flags, but
There was so many.
a lot of, pretty much.
Yeah. A lot
Very-
of booths set up to sell Trump merch and
There's a lot
fuck
of
Joe
merch.
Biden merch.
Yeah, there's a lot of fuck Joe Biden. Sleepy Joe.
So a rally for like gun ownership? A rally for
No, I mean just
hanging
protecting the border because it's like, yeah, bad stuff can happen when undocumented, maybe MS-13, maybe. It's bad for the economy too. Like if you think about the second, third order effects. But
I-
you watch the Brent Weinstein, like that tells everything. But yeah, it was really just fun.
At the same time, like I've had a friend who's like my age, it like pulled over for like a DUI and then like spend 2 months in prison because they were undocumented. And it's like, but they lived here their whole life. They
Yeah.
just happened to not be born here. So it's like, I don't know. It's still like a nuanced thing, of course. I'm
Yeah.
just trying to
Yeah, what do you do about the pawns? Like if you're used as a political pawn, and what do you do about that? Because the people using you don't get in trouble, you get in trouble.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's a tough situation.
Yeah. That's why I don't leave Austin. I don't leave Austin. I don't want to be a political pawn. I don't even go to Oklahoma or Louisiana. I don't trust them.
Yeah. Well, you can opt out. You know there's a way to opt out.
Bitcoin.
Yeah, so that was that for the border. Is that all you wanted to talk about? Was the border?
Yeah, it was fun. That's it.
Okay.
Let's call it a
We're
wrap.
closing the show.
PBS.
Are we
Logan
repping
needs to go
anything?
home.
Is there anything that we want to rep? Anything that's coming up? Going to New York.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. Going to meet with the Wolf.
Stein's price prediction.
What's Stein's price prediction?
What's your price prediction this weekend?
Oh.
All-time highs.
Oh.
I think it was 100K by
Do people
25.
actually do that? They try and predict the price?
50K, I think is what he said.
100K by
50K?
25.
We're going to 50.
50 by.
Highs, then 500K.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
what
it's
happened
50K,
to a
then
million?
100K, then 500K.
What happened to my $1 million Bitcoin? Can
And
I
then
get
$1
my
million.
money back?
Your Bitcoin's worth $1 million to me, Topher.
Is it?
I won't pay you for that
It's just
much.
worth Bitcoin to me. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't see any other price point on it.
My Bitcoin is worth $1 million to me.
Is it? So for $1 million, you'd sell your Bitcoin?
No, I probably wouldn't. Yeah, no. It's
Yeah,
priceless.
so it's priceless. Yeah.
It's priceless. Until I need to buy a physical good.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else to shill, so